One of the most high-profile murder cases in recent history here in Western New York is taking a new turn as we speak. Opening statements began this morning in Anthony Taglianetti's trial. Good afternoon. He's accused of shooting Clymer School Superintendent Keith Reed to death, and now witnesses are taking the stand. And we are in the courtroom as Western New York focuses in on this major trial. News 4's Anthony Taglianetti brings us the very latest. Anthony.
Well, Teresa, opening statements in Anthony Taglianetti's murder trial finished up very early, and already 2 witnesses have been called to the stand, including the victim's daughter. Allison Reed, the daughter of murdered Superintendent Keith Reed and a student at SUNY Fredonia, was the first person to take the stand in Anthony Taglianetti's murder trial. Allison said her father came to see her at school that day. She cried the entire time on the stand and says the last thing she received from her father was a text message saying, quote, "Thank you for the meeting. I love you." A friend of Reed's, John Philhaber, also took the stand, saying that he saw Reed at 8:30 on the evening that Reed was killed, and that Reed told him, quote, "My job is going great, but my love life sucks." Just getting to this point in the trial has been quite the process. It took attorneys nearly a month to seat a jury. Defense lawyers worried that finding an impartial jury would be nearly impossible, as the murder became a major story in the small Chautauqua County town.
You can have knowledge about the case as long as it doesn't impair your ability to decide it fairly and impartially.
7 men and 5 women did finally hear the opening statements this morning. Police say Taglianetti drove to Western New York from his home in Virginia. Prosecutors say Taglianetti's motive was he believed his estranged wife and Reed were having an affair. Police say Taglianetti first went to Reed's office and then gunned him down near his home. Taglianetti's wife has no doubts that he was the man who killed Reed.
I can tell you he was a very controlling man, and I'm glad he is where he is right now. He's guilty, and I'm glad he's there. We've had a rough marital history.
And we also learned that Taglianetti's estranged wife, Mary, will be taking the stand for the prosecution. During today's opening statements, cameras were allowed inside the courtroom. News 4's George Ricker is in the courtroom, and he will have much more coming up tonight. Live in the newsroom, Anthony Taglianetti, News 4 at noon.
All right, thanks, Anthony. As he mentioned